Hit the like button before you even watch the video, all right? We're going to do just in time. A little bit of Just in Time by Irving Berlin. Yeah. So this song has a couple difficulties. First of all, you've got to deal with a minor third on a major seventh chord. And I think the best way to do this is, just put it in between the two chords, or do constant structure. In other words, take the same chord and just move it down a half step and then come back up. But you can't do it in the next measure. It just gets too monotonous. So avoiding the chord on the C sharp, and then going to A minor, and here we have the 11th, so we have to put the root, the 7th, and the 3rd in, and then we could go do a little side slip in there again, and then once again here we have a problem. D7 with a major 7th in there. D7 is a dominant chord, right? It doesn't say D major 7th. That's D major 7th. This says D7. That's a dominant chord with this note. So what are we going to do? Same thing as before, hit the chord and then hit the chord again, maybe on the D. And here we got G7, and of course this note is okay. That's the flat 5 or the sharp 11. We could slide it in again if you want, or maybe in the next measure. And here we have C9. I say that because the melody is the 9, and I'm doing an octave with the 3rd and the 7th and the 9, and you could put the 13 in as well. And that might make an interesting passing note in the between there. And now we're on F13, because that's what that note is, and again with the side slipping. However, you could, of course, this note is okay. That's the flat 13. We got the 13. We could put the flat 9 in and go back to that D, keeping that 9 in there, flat 9 that is. And I think this should be a major 7th chord. Maybe put the B flat 7 in there towards the end of this line, and then on to E flat major. When you have two measures of a major 7th chord, switching back and forth between the major 7th and the 6th is usually a way to add a little bit of harmonic interest. I like to go right to the A minor 7 flat 5 for a whole measure, and then the D7 flat 9. But you could do it the way it's written here. Now we've got the Stairway to Heaven chord progression. And you might as well just take that bass note down there and get a rootless voicing for C7s. And then here you have an interesting change. Right? So C sharp, diminished 7th. You know, that could be like an F sharp, a flat 9 chord, or an A chord, or a C chord, or an E flat chord, none of which really leads you to B flat. But moving it up like this, it certainly sounds like, like dominant motion, but it really isn't. And then we get to B flat. And another way you could do this would be so from that A flat 7th, I'm going to lower that and then hit the D. So it's funny, it says G7 plus, which would be this note, but the melody note's here. So what are you going to do? Well, there's the G7 plus, and then it isn't. Okay, and of course the tritone away is just change the bass note like that, and then move it down. That might be interesting to go flat 9, regular 9 along with the melody. I like G dominant 7th there, but of course the minor will work. Okay, I want to talk about one particular scale, and that's the scale that you use on the C7th chord. It's called the Lydian dominant scale. But you're in the key of B flat, and if you think about the bebop scale, it's got that note in it. And if you're looking for melodic ideas to spice up a major 7th chord or a major 6th chord, using that note can be very, very effective. But in C7, it would be here, and the scale doesn't officially have this note in it, but you can use them all for sure. If the 2 chord is a dominant, right, key B flat, the 2 chord is our C, or C minor, it would be a 2 chord. But if it's a dominant chord, this is usually the harmonic approach to take, right? You have a regular 9, a regular 13, and the sharp 11, and that gives you the Lydian dominant scale. And frequently, you use that note, and then you take that F sharp out of there. Right? And lots of little things you can do. Right? Like coming up to it. Right? So I'm going outside of the scale a little bit to put that F in. But, C major scale, or C Mixolydian. And I did a little enclosure there. All right. I enclosed the enclosure. Let's see if there's any other spots I could use that Lydian dominant scale. Yeah, you can use it there, but it's not as effective. How about on the G7? Yeah, works real good on the 6 chord as well. It'll work on any dominant chord. It's just that when you get to the 2 chord in particular, it seems to fit there better than, like, say, using the altered scale or something. I'll use the altered scale on that C7th, and you'll see it just kind of doesn't sound like the song anymore. You see what I mean? Let me try it again. I'm going to try to make it work, actually. Doesn't work. I'll tell you how it does work. If you are trying to get the song a little bit more outside, in other words, you're not trying to make the song sound, like it's exactly the same. You're not trying to improvise and just embellish the melody and have it still sound like Just in Time. You're trying to take it a little further out, a little further out. Let's see if I can do that even more. It was out there for a minute, and then it came back in.